So today we're once again going to talk about the Dating Playbook for Man by somebody. I actually don't remember. John something. Could this be the case? No, well, anyway. So it is going to be about staying the grounded man in the relationship, and I do think that this is also part of the overall good things that I have found in the book, which I do want to say that the relationship advice and the dating advice per se is pretty cool and is pretty good. I would argue, you know. But I really like that he's also emphasizing points like having a life you actually want to have and just that you love, that you don't even need women. I want to underline need. So I do think that this is also part of that. And I fucking find that amazing because I think it is important. I think it is important, just alone actually the point, like you don't need a woman, it is just something that you should wanna have, and not need to have, to have a life that you actually enjoy and have a life that you like to live. So I do really, really also appreciate that he's emphasizing those points because I believe that men relatively quickly can get into such places, that they think, they need a woman or whatnot. But yeah, enough talking. Let's see what it is all about. So, staying the grounded man in the relationship. Don't wait for the right person to come into your life. Instead, be the right person to come into someone else's life. Nothing in your life is more important than your purpose. If you haven't found it, then your purpose is to go on an adventure to find it. You only find your purpose through experience in the real world, which I would say as well, yeah. Today I'm not gonna be distracted by my phone, I gotta tell you that. So yeah, do something. Travel, do something new, work something new, whatever. You're probably gonna find your purpose in some or the other way. Foundations of the relationship. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Respect is valuing each other's feelings, actions, and thoughts. Empathy is an understanding of the other person's perspective. And the fourth one is communication is your best ally. And I do want to say that probably communication is kind of the most difficult one of all of those. Trusting somebody, yeah. I don't want to say that it is easy because it definitely depends on the person and it also definitely depends on who you are. But it is doable. But even though you want to communicate something nice and whatnot, it could be the case that you kind of miscommunicate something and it turns out to be something bad for the person. So it is a very difficult thing, Communication is indeed a very difficult thing and a thing that we shouldn't be underestimating and we should really think about consciously and maybe also just learn more about, I would say. And I would argue. Setting healthy boundaries. You're not responsible for your partner's actions or emotions, and they are not responsible for yours. Stop trying to fix the problems in your girlfriend's life. It is not your responsibility for you to make her happy, which is actually bolded, quite. So it is important. I do think that this is something that a lot of men are focusing on. Of course, if I had a girlfriend, I would definitely fucking try to make her as happy as she possibly can be. But in the end, he's definitely right. I can't do much, I can only be the best person I can be and try to do so and try to make her happy and try to be, as he also said, the right person in this person's life. But I can't consciously make a person happy. I can't do that. I can be nice, I can be generous, I can be kind, but I can't make somebody happy. This is something that no one of us is able to do. You still care about her, but the weight isn't on your shoulders to make her happy. Be there for support and show empathy for the problems presented to you, but it is not your job to solve it. Beware of losing your identity in relationships, yes. Vulnerability is the key to the kingdom. Be vulnerable with all the people in your life. Reveal your true self to the people closer to you and the women in your life. Yeah. I think this is a great one. This doesn't necessarily mean that you should tell them everything about your life, quite, I would say. And I would argue, because this doesn't mean that then you're your true self, but just be yourself, kind of show the values that you're having. The problem is, if you present to a person different values than you actually have, then maybe you're gonna find the right person for those fake values, but you're not probably gonna find the person for your real values. So it is actually, you're basically fucking yourself with that, and also kind of the other person, because the other person thinks that you're the one and you're just the best guy and whatnot, but in fact, these values that you had or that you presented were all fake. So I don't know, it just doesn't seem to be a good thing. Understanding what love is and isn't. Don't get lazy with your love. Treat each day like it's your first day full of excitement, adventure. But this is, by the way, something that I kind of should have somewhere in my room. I think when I do have my own flat, that there is going to be some quotes somewhere in the house to just, maybe keep me grounded, if this is what grounded means. I actually don't know. Period. Always have fun and go on adventures together. And the first to apologize is the bravest, the first to forgive is the strongest, and the first to move forward is the happiest. Yeah, that is kind of the case. Also, regarding other things, for example, breakups. Move forward. Move fucking forward. No matter what you're going through, no matter what it is all about, move forward. There is a next day, tomorrow is the next day. And by the way, substance abuse is the biggest fucking bullshit that you can be doing or can be using, because I should actually kind of close the window, I guess. I thought it's going to be fine, I'm going to have a little bit of fresh air and stuff, but no, in the end, it's actually kind of just loud and unnecessarily loud. Move forward. Whatever you're going through, I can only speak out of the experience of going through a breakup, because this is what I went through, I would say. At this point in time, I do feel really good. Today, because yesterday was a little bit of drinking and stuff, and I don't know. I actually don't really like that, because most often then I feel not in control of myself and my, what I do and all of those things. And I just really don't like that. I just really like to be in control. Not only actually in that sense, I do just in general like to be in control. Maybe this is also one of the reasons why I didn't like all these internships that I had up to this point, because I wasn't in control. Of course, when I'm recording something and designing something for my own shit, then I am in control. I do what I want to do, and I can just structure my day in the way I want to structure it. But I don't know. Chapter 7, Mastery. Don't focus on the results when you go out. Focus on how you can have more fun, how you can add more value, and how you can make yourself laugh. How you can get into an even better state. The real secret to success. Embrace failure as a learning experience. The more you fail, I guess, the more experience you gain, which improves your skill set significantly. If you don't fail at all, then you're not going to grow at all. Master one thing first, which, is sad quite often, but I just never ever know. Some people can, quote unquote, multitask. Some people also need to do multiple things at a time, because, I don't know, for me, as I've been talking about it quite often, I wouldn't like to only record the episode and then that's it. I like designing the posts, and I also like to do all the other shit that I'm doing around this whole thing. So I don't know. For me, it is not like do one thing. For me, it is like, okay, do multiple things, just because I get bored by doing just only one thing. And there's a quote by Thomas Mann: order and simplification are the first step toward the mastery of a subject. I would say that this is quite right. It helps to break down the dating process into smaller pieces that you can master first individually. Mastering one thing at a time creates momentum and a pattern of confidence that will continue to grow and make a much more enjoyable, fun, and exciting journey for you. Books: How to Talk to Anyone by Leal Lawns and The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox-Cabane. And I definitely went through the first one, and it's actually been a really amazing summary, very detailed, just amazing. I was really struck by that. But I think that I've also went through The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox-Cabane. I would have to look that up, but I really have a good feeling that I went through it. You should always be you should always be on wherever you are. Talk to every girl as if you're speaking to the most beautiful girl in the world. Talk to your friends as if there were 10 attractive women in the room too. Always be expressing yourself, self-amused, socializing, challenging yourself whenever you are out. View yourself as a social scientist and turn those moments of boredom into mini social experiments where you can step outside and get creative. Go out with someone who is fun, has positive energy, and who can hold you accountable to this. Go out 2 to 5 times per week, day or night, and be each other's wingman. The more pain that you experience and the more willpower you have to overcome that pain, the more you're going to grow. Keep going so that you can reap the rewards of all the pain that you're enduring. In order to get higher quality women, you need to become a higher quality man. As easy as it is, but I just, believe that it is true. It's that simple. Personal change is supposed to be hard, but it can be done. You make your own luck through action, persistence, and willpower. Yeah. And then we're going to go through the key ideas or the main ideas, whatever you want to refer to it to. But yeah, we're going to see themes, main ideas. The more you value and respect yourself, the more women will value and respect you. Very big point. And this is also what I meant before. Like, okay, I do like this segments of him talking about some things that do not necessarily have anything to do with dating per se. But are in the end essential to it, but on the other hand are also, it's good things for your life. It really is just good for your life, period. And yeah, no woman will make you happy if you first are not happy with yourself. It is a little bit of a difficult thing for me to say, because I do think that a woman can make you happy, but the problem is that when you're unhappy with yourself, then it is always going to shine through. It's always going to come through. It's always, you're always going to see that. You're always going to see that in yourself and probably also the other person in the relationship if they're not happy with themselves. And but I mean, it is a common thing to say, like, okay, I don't know. I think it is quite common, but I do think that there is something to that. But I still kind of feel like that another person can really indeed make you happy. Make you happy per se. Well, I don't know. If you're really unhappy with your life, then you're probably also not gonna really search for a partner. Maybe some people do that, but this is not necessarily something that I do. But I do think that a woman or a partner in general can just make you happier. Not necessarily happy, I would say, but happier. Third, women are attracted to momentum much more than meeting someone who is actually successful. What women want is for you to have a strong masculine presence, be the grounded man, and have the ability to connect with her and make her feel special. The fifth, men are the pursuers and women are the selectors. Sixth, value creates attraction. 3 things to keep in mind when you're out meeting women. Always be taking action, always be leading, and always be having fun. You grow the most when there is the highest level of fear, so always go where your fear is. It is not what you say, but the energy behind how you say it. It is better to be single with high standards than in a relationship settling for less than you deserve out of scarcity. Draw your happiness from within, and other people will be happy to be around you. You are the average of your 5 closest friends. It is not your responsibility for you to make her happy. Embrace failure as a learning experience. And the last one is, in order to get higher quality women, you need to become a higher quality man. Then closing thoughts. This was such a good book. It wasn't a typical dating book that reminds people of those sleazy sales books that tell you to do unethical things. I like how the main premise of having a better dating life is to become a better person and have a purpose. The moment you make dating and the girl your purpose, that is the moment you'll lose. What I also enjoyed, or really enjoyed about the book, was that it wasn't so philosophical and didn't stay too high level. It was actually very tactical and gave great scripts and steps that anyone can apply right away. I think having an action plan is the second half to learning. True learning is accomplished by doing, and having a plan makes it easier to do. I really enjoyed this book and have already begun to internalize the ideas and principles of being a grounded man into my own life and already seeing the results. Even if I'm not going out and trying to pick up women, I've noticed a huge difference or change in my own mindset, how I interact with people and the quality of my experiences. I'm not feeling as sad or lonely and definitely not as needy as before. I'm solely focused on pursuing my purpose and being a highly valued, grounded man who has a lot of value to offer to those around me, and it feels great. And nutshell. In order to date higher quality women, you need to become a higher quality man. Principles and tactics to apply in order to become a grounded man. Rating 4.5 out of 5, which is actually pretty good. But I do want to point out that I think it is amazing that he said it in that way. I'm not feeling as sad and lonely and definitely not as needy as before. I'm solely focused on pursuing my purpose and being a high value grounded man who has a lot of value to offer to those around me. I do really care about those people around me, those friends that I'm having and whatnot. I love them. they are of importance to me. They really are. I'm actually definitely a people guy. I really do care about those people and about the people and about people in general. I want to say that it kind of makes sense to me that it feels amazing that you feel like that you can't give something to them that is going to make their life better, and that you just actually are feeling good about that. Because we are the social animal, we like to be nice, we like to give away things, and we like to be connected, and all of those things. Like, we are social animals, we really are, and it is something that's undeniably the thing. But yeah, I kind of believe in that. I just really do believe in that. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to end the episode. So I wish you the best health, of happiness, and all success, and also hope that you're going to remind yourself and you're going to be remembered. Basically means your legacy, and basically means just being a nice person and then being remembered as a nice person. For example, 3 other questions that I have for you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change? And what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. One other question that I'm having for you is: what could you essentially say to another person that is really going to make their life better? Because I believe that we all can say something. I believe that we all can communicate something, whether it is a compliment, whether it is just some nice gesture and whatnot, to make somebody's day a bit better. Or maybe even life, or maybe even month. I don't know. It just really depends on what it is. But yeah, I'm going to see you next time. So bye-bye. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And please stay safe and healthy.